Okay, but can we talk about how those were some of the tallest kids I've ever seen? What are they feeding them? Can I have some?
Or we can talk about what actually matters. We only have 20 pamphlets left and almost every voter's registration sheet is gone. This presentation was a total hit.
Sounds like an excuse to celebrate. I have boxed wine.
Come on, guys. There are still 5 days left to Gun Violence Awareness Week. We have another presentation tomorrow.
You know, it doesn't hurt to be excited sometimes, Ben.
Yeah, we're kicking ass, nationwide. More importantly, we're making a difference.
There are more people joining Wannabes chapters across the country this month than we've had in the entire last year. None of this would have happened if you hadn't had the guts to lead this project. If anyone should be happy, it's you.
I guess I'm happy.
Then smile, pretty please.
If you smile, I'll give you my coupon for Prosecco. What, are you gonna say no to free alcohol?
Mission complete, guys. Hey, Mac, help me load the car.
Do you mean, hey Matt, can I watch you flex? Yes, you may, princess.
Uh-huh. Flex what?
You coming?
Yeah, just give me a minute.
You know, I wasn't gonna say this, but we were actually hoping to get you out of here for this reason. Come on. The longer you stay, the more it'll bring back.
I'll be fine.
You don't have to be, but alright. We'll be in the car.
April 4th of 2018, at 2:37 p.m., a man entered the Green Hill High School courtyard with an AR-15 and shot into a crowd of unsuspecting students as they viewed the new school mural. 37 people ages 14 to 18 had to be hospitalized. 5 people didn't survive to see an ambulance. If it bothers you that I said that so plainly, I'm not sorry. The truth about what happened is not poetic, and I have been censored enough. Let me set the scene for you. The 4th quarter of my senior year had just started, and it seemed like everybody had something on their plates.
How many times do you have to try before you realize it's not gonna work? You're failing astronomy. That's fail with an F in astronomy.
You don't know. Maybe next time I give Mrs. Arnold a gift card, she'll actually give me a B. I mean, everyone loves Target, right?
Jace, you are so dense, light bends around you.
So much to do, no, we're not done yet. Keep up your work, there's 8 more weeks left.
Times like this that I start to wish I was never born.
Shut your trap.
Yep.
This is the year that schools will look at. I have straight A's, I must maintain that.
Jace, relax, we've been through this 3 times before.
100% on all my grades. I've got a streak.
Oy vey.
Gotta keep moving, gotta keep grinding. There's just a few more weeks. Never been so worked like this before. Oh my god, it's quarter 4.
How are your grades?
I haven't checked them.
Are you afraid?
I'm terrified, yes.
I think Mr. Tennille might be delirious. His ex-wife must be relieved.
Can't wait to graduate next summer.
We're seniors, Jesus. What a bummer. I might actually miss this place.
You serious?
No. Hey, been meaning to ask you on a date. I know a spot.
No one will see us.
No one will see us.
Well, let's give it a shot. Yes, I'm falling so much harder than before. Oh my god, it's quarter 4.
Oh, it's quarter 4. When stakes get higher and glass catch on fire, the pressure's so much more. Oh, it's quarter 4. When high school drama is all we know and the crowd is on the floor. Oh my god, it's quarter 4. Hi there! Are you interested in contributing to the theater arts fundraiser the Woodland campaign is hosting?
Oh, you know, I totally would.
could, but I'd honestly rather choke to death.
Has anybody seen my sister? Jace? Philly? Jeez, Alma, you and Shawnee are always getting into trouble.
Oh!
I can't believe you really told her.
I can't believe that feud is over, but now I have to go back and suffer the consequence. She'll snap me in half.
If anything happens, come and see me. My door is open.
You're too good for me.
It's over. Everyone has gotten so intense.
Finals. Almost done with freshman year.
Oh, it's been hell.
Don't say that word.
It's almost over.
It's almost over
As far as I can tell.
Never been this close to it
before. Oh my God, it's Q4.
Oh, it's Q4. When stakes get higher, friendships expire, the pressure's so much more. Oh, it's Q4. When high school drama is all we know and morale is on the floor. Oh my God, it's Q4. It's Q4. It's Q4. Oh my God.
And it's Q4.
Hey!
Grow up here, cupcake.
Oh! Ow! Ass!
Wait to let him go till after the bell rings.
Come on, it's the third one in a row. I'm gonna get a pink slip.
We're just protecting the guys in the hallway. We want them to get to class safely. You know, without you staring them down.
You mean what you do to the girls?
I never see you pushing him around like you used to, Ben. What are you, gay?
Ooh, scary gay. Come on. I'm not contagious.
Stop looking at me.
Oh no.
Found me in record time. You wouldn't happen to have air freshener. I smell a horrible mix of cheap cologne and soiled jockstrap.
Be careful with those guys, Alex. You have a sharp tongue, and I don't think it helps. Let's get you to class.
Come on, I'm getting better at comebacks. Hey, wait, give me a second.
You're too young to decide what you like. The guys will stop bullying you when you man up a bit.
Everything okay?
The problems we ran into before the shooting were exactly what you would expect from a high school. We wanted to get into good schools, wanted to fit in, wanted to find purpose. Survival was a given, or so we thought.
Alright class, hopefully you pull yourselves together this quarter. That's directed at a few of you in particular. Ask last night's homework for corrections and turn to page 178 in your textbooks. We'll be going over some word problems after I take attendance.
Boo! I'm sure you can come up with something a little less generic, Kelson. I'm telling you, this man's an absolute lunatic.
That's Mr. Tennille to you, Miss Starr. Another comment out of you and you'll spend tomorrow morning scraping the gum from under my chairs.
Right. Sorry, old man.
Look, I really value my sleep. Don't get me wrong, I really care about this class and everything. I do the work and all, but honestly, running on 2 Z's and 7 coffees doesn't cut it.
McKenna.
It's Mac! Anyways, I already do this stuff for 6 whole hours. I do the work, but I don't have the power. Sorry, Mr. Talks a lot, but this is super lame. I'd rather play the procrastination game.
Ditto.
You? Us.
So we're not like my sister, you can tell.
She has the smarts and has the
will to do anything. Nice. Well,
We're not good at anything. I really wish I was kidding.
We'd ask her to help us, but like frankly,
She's intimidating.
my last 2 brain cells are preoccupied. Besides, I kinda need to know this stuff again. I'm doing a public service, my way not this strong.
But face it, having a D in this class isn't fun. I'm suffering, guys.
I'm ready to do this stuff for 6 whole hours. I can do the work, but I don't have the power. Sorry, Mr. Talks a lot, but this is super lame. I'd rather play the procrastination game.
We have no idea what this means. I have it done. It only took 10 minutes.
Come again?
Just have my priorities in line.
Way to drag us.
Work teaches perseverance, and finishing brings a sense of joy. Learn to love it, and you will
see the point. I'm ready to do this stuff for 6 whole hours. I do the work, but I don't have the power. Sorry, Mr. Talks a lot, but this is super lame. I'd rather play the procrastination game.
Oh yeah!
Now, if you excuse me, I'll be in the bathroom for the next 2 periods.
But Mr. Tennille, I have stuff to do.
Well, then you should have studied for your test. I'll be seeing you off to school, Mr. Gallagher. Mr. Raymond, a word?
Here comes the usual.
Is everything all right at home, Mr. Raymond?
Yes, sir. I love working hours on them to help my mom make ends meet. Why wouldn't things be all right?
Relationships are a distraction, baby. You'll find a girl after college. Just focus on school and work. You don't know what you want yet.
Stop acting so stupid. Can anyone your age do anything on their own?
Before April 4th, I took every day for granted. Like any other teenager, I was too focused on my image and my place in the world to notice that everybody else was trying to do the same.
Take it. Take it. Take it.
We were all looking for purpose, what we wanted to be. Amidst those challenges, we got distracted with petty conflict, like teenagers do. And that's where the drama took place. We didn't know how small those problems were yet.
Vote Chrissy Woodland for class president. Pick up a pin now, don't be hesitant. I am a candidate that is evident. Vote for me, vote for me, vote for me. This next year the school will be bright again. No more bullying, no failed promises. New opportunities for the public good. Vote for me.
Please. No.
Can we just go sit inside this time?
Please let me go. I don't want to see those jerks today.
A woman up, Alma. Let's go, please,
No.
please. Why?
I don't want to deal with them today.
Can we try if we make it through? Maybe this time we can stay.
Maybe we can stay, okay.
I'm so sick of high school. The bathrooms smell like weed. I have like 50 bruises cause I get roughed up every week. Whoopee, does anyone have Advil? I ran out yesterday cause lockers give me migraines and it's all because I'm out.
School spirit, it's all in the name of school spirit. This whole school will blow your mind. GREE feel high. School spirit, get in the mood for school spirit. Hands down low now, hands to the sky.
T-R-E-E and Hill High.
I'm so sick of high school, the
It's all in the
bathrooms
name
smell like
of school
weed.
spirit.
I
This
have
whole
like
school
50
will blow
bruises
your
'cause I
mind.
get roughed up every week.
Hill High.
Does
School
anyone have
school
Advil?
spirit.
I
Get
ran
in
out
the mood for
yesterday.
school spirit.
This
Hands
love
down
just give
low,
me
now hands to the
migraines
sky.
and it's all because I'm out.
Hill High.
I'm so sick of high
Class
school, the
president,
It's all in
bathrooms
the
smell
name
like
of
don't be
weed.
hesitant.
I have like 50 bruises, I get roughed up every week. Does anyone have Advil? I ran out yesterday. This love just give me migraines and it's all because I'm out. Hey, I'm so sick of high school, the bathrooms smell like weed. I just wanna see those tracks today.
I'm going up now. Let's go.
Hey, don't touch her. What's wrong with you, huh?
We try to make it. Don't be so. Hey, quiet!
Well, if it isn't our favorite redhead.
Thought your favorite redhead was strawberry shortcake.
Shut up, Tina.
Let go of him or I'm getting admin's attention.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, can we please calm down? I'm sure whatever's happened can be handled rationally.
Yeah, but that's incredibly anticlimactic. Just let me deal with these imbeciles. I'm not a baby.
Yeah, he's not a baby. Right, Ben?
Oh!
He's a big boy now.
And I know how much you like that, Daddy. It's another point for the queers. Bye, all. Bye, Ben.
You think yourself so high and mighty, don't you?
Jesse, why don't we take a walk to calm you down?
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm just trying to be a good friend.
Didn't realize we were friends.
Come on, ditch Pinky in the brain.
The voters aren't perfect, Chrissy. They need somebody who represents them.
I'm not perfect. Neither are you. But at least I have an ounce of kindness.
I don't like how you talked back to your father and I yesterday. This debate team and school politics have made you incredibly rude. Keep this up, and we might have to talk about forfeiting this election.
Just one more year of living under this bullshit. Poop. Bull poop.
Hey, Jesse was really rude to you. Are you alright?
Yeah, happens all the time. I'm sorry she said that stuff to you.
Happens all the time. Do you want to talk about it?
Thank you, Allison, but I'm busy at the moment. Maybe some other time?
Come on, you can't tell me that Mr. Tennille and Mrs. Arnold don't get it on during the lunch break.
Oh, ew, Why would you even say that?
Ever since she dumped Coach Miller, she's been all over him. Wait, I bet it's his receding hairline. God, that's so hot.
Guys, can we please turn this conversation around?
Sure. You can't deep throat this breadstick.
Bet.
No! Prom! Let's talk about prom.
What's there to talk about?
Now that Philly's friends with Mackenzie, she wants to go.
What happened to no prom night?
Listen, I'd much rather not go. But Kenzie's been dreaming of this since she was a child. I don't want to take that away from her.
Well, fine. Jace, Kenneth, and I will just have a blast without you.
Actually, I was thinking you and I could go?
What?
Not like that. Don't get the wrong idea. I just think if one of us is going, we should all go. Kenneth will find a girl to go with because he's hot, and we can triple date Phil and Kenzie.
Well, since you invited yourself, sure. Hey, shoot the message to Kenneth. Where the hell is he anyways?
Okay. Sure. Prom with Jace. She better not expect me to wear a dress or anything. Though that might totally ruin her photos. Karma, I guess.
No.
Where are the...
Please.
No.
Please.
Whoa! I swear there's no privacy in this public school.
Alma's not letting me eat in the commons. How's my sister? You should tell her that's a horrible idea. Otherwise, it's treason.
The lunchroom is pure Gallagher turf. You guys are gonna get stepped on.
I'm short. Getting stepped on is practically a habit.
What can I say? The girl's shameless. Jeez, Kenny, where are you?
Did you hear what she said? Someone's causing lots of trouble. Finals. She on the double that has broken. Thought she was a virgin. Just used up slip them off. She has a crush on someone else.
It's so common to gossip in the comments like.
It's so common to gossip in the comments like.
It's so common to gossip in the comments like.
No one's business. It's not our business. But it's common to share the stuff we don't care about to everyone there. It's our job to pass along the juicy gossip. Get that gossip. Comments, talk like.
Hey, little lady in the glasses, how'd you like to look at your lunch?
Hey!
Hey, fella, your entire ass is slipping out. Let me help you with that.
Dude, chill out.
Those are the guys. The ones that pester Alejandro in the hall.
Don't do it. Please don't do it. Those two guys will tear you apart.
It's so common to gossip in the comments like no one's business. It's not our business. But it's common to share the stuff we don't care about to everyone there. It's our job to pass along the juicy gossip. Get that gossip. Comments, talk like.
Look at the trouble, look at the drama. Let's hope these awful two get their karma.
Well, if everybody thinks they're so mean, why isn't anyone doing anything to stop
Talking
them?
about us, Freshie?
God, they're looking over here. I think they're coming near. We're gonna die.
I love my mommy.
Guys, someone put an orange dildo inside the wrestling team's trophy case.
It's so common to gossip in the comments like no one's business. It's not our business. But it's common to share the stuff we don't care about to everyone there. It's our job to pass along the juicy gossip. Get that gossip. Comments, talk like. Did you hear what she said? Someone's causing lots of trouble. Finals. And she cheated on the double. That guy has a girlfriend. I thought she was a virgin. This week's out slipping off. She has a crush on someone else. Did you hear what she said? Someone's causing lots of trouble. Finals. And she cheated on the double. That guy has a girlfriend. I thought she was a virgin. This week's out slipping off. She has a crush on someone else. It's so common to gossip in the comments like.
So, when things like what happened at Green Hill happen, we start to ask ourselves, where does violence come from? From a lack of love, or the presence of hate?
So then I said, I know how much you like that. Daddy, you should have seen his face.
Wow, you really have no shame.
What's there to be ashamed of? It was just a joke to get him off my case.
You're right. I guess I'm just worried.
Well, it's good to know you care. Thank you, but there's no need to worry. Ben, Tristan, and I have been dancing on thin ice for 3 years now. At this point, it's more like a game.
That's supposed to make me feel better?
I'm not crying, am I?
I'm scared, Alex.
We're getting distracted. What's your next problem?
Wait, I still want to talk about this.
We can chat about the Gallaghers all you want. Well, you know I have a D in pre-calculus.
Fine.
Ow!
Ow! No.
Careful over there. You're wasting precious study time, and I cannot afford to drop my
pencils over there. You're gonna have to get it if you're planning on continuing our...
You're staring at my ass.
What? No.
Don't think you're so clever, and I know this is your pencil.
I can't help it but to stare. You happen to be pretty and distracting, so maybe cut it, will you?
Cute. Look at the brightness of your smile. I have to admit it's been a while since I saw you with it. It makes me happy to see it.
Look at the beauty of your eyes. They light up the whole room, fill it with light. Oh, I think they're perfect. They make me happy. I have such a perfect
study buddy.
My nose is in a textbook.
Not in your face.
Where I wanted.
We better get back to studying. Hey, study buddy. Can you help me with this problem? Not math or US history, just the fact that you haven't kissed me in 2 hours. Which isn't that long.
It's not that long.
Really not long.
At all.
At all.
3.46 squared.
Like 11.9?
Thanks. Sucks to know that I got a completely different answer.
You forgot to carry there. And you dropped a sign, and also you made up this problem, didn't you?
Look how you're blushing, what a sight!
Your face is blushing under the light. Look how it hits you, it's just right. How did I get so lucky to have a study buddy?
Study buddy.
And surely we've been studying, we have for a while, kind of a while. It's getting kind of tiring, actually. Study buddy. Can you help me with this problem? Not music or biology, just this hot guy's right in front of me, and I like him.
I really like him.
Like him.
He's alright.
Hey!
And he might be my study buddy, so should we study? I think that's enough for today. Hey, Mac. Whoa. Yeah, sure. I'll be right over.
What did she say?
Yeah, I know it's been a couple of days. I'll join you guys tomorrow. She says that Jason and Philly are playing poker and they're both losing. What? No, I'm not with anyone. No, I swear. Hey, look, I'll hang out with you guys tomorrow, okay? Talk to you later.
Why did you lie?
Come on, Alex.
You said Mac was fine with me being around. Has that changed?
What? No, she's out with Jason and Philly, and they can't keep their mouths shut. You know that better than anyone.
Are you ashamed of me?
What?
Wrong question.
I work every day after school. My mom works 2 jobs. We live paycheck to paycheck to stay in this neighborhood so I can go to this school, which, by the way, I'm currently not doing very well at. The only comfort I have right now is that I'm not getting beat up by Tristan and Ben Gallagher. So I'd appreciate it if you'd stop pressuring me. I mean, can you imagine the look on my mom's face if I came home all beat up because the whole school thought I was gay?
You are gay.
I'm bi.
Whatever, Kenneth, you're attracted to men.
Not until I stop seeing you get shoved up against those lockers.
Why is everything always about sexuality? Why can't it be about date nights or my stand-up show this weekend or anything else, really? Sometimes I wonder if it's my fault. Sometimes I wonder if it's my doing. Maybe I'm the reason he won't say he's here. I can't help how the school will think. I can't help how they feel about me.
Maybe they're the reason he won't say he's been with me. You know, he deserves to be unashamed. Why does it matter that his tongue has my name? But there's this prejudice I can't explain. What did I do to them to make them hurt me this way? And what can I do to fix it? What can I do to fix this? What can I do to erase the dents in those lockers? What can I say to the ones that harm the castaways? What is the key to open up every closet? What is the code so the locked away can escape? Since when is my R safety and opinion? Oh, where did it all go wrong? Since when is our love a bad thing? Why can't I hold his hand like other people do? How can I try to make a change? What do I say to make the pain go away? What if I start a movement? It could all begin today. Maybe future years will be free of these chains. I can be the one to fix this. I will help the cause to fix this. I'll do all I can to erase the dents in those lockers. I'll say what I can to the ones that harm the castaways. I'll be the key to open up every closet. I'll crack the code so the locked away can escape, and no one will be locked anymore. No one will be locked anymore. Kenneth won't be locked anymore. Our love won't be locked anymore.
Where does violence come from? How about hate? Are we born with it inside of us? Is it a tradition that gets passed down?
Phew! I've never been more relieved to see that ugly-ass wall.
Language! If it weren't for your loud mouth, we would have completely avoided that nightmare yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alma.
I know you are. Now, come on, we only have a little time left to eat our lunches.
Right. I would have totally kicked their meaty butts. Okay, I would have tried.
I would suffer a whirly face down in a toilet for you.
Yeah, Bert. What?
But you would feel bad, so you'd ask to get dunked too.
I wouldn't, but I see where you're going with this. If we don't have the same schedule next year, I'm sure I will sue.
'Cause a lawsuit's more reasonable.
Because things don't feel right when I don't do them with you.
We have soared through every torment and flown past every tempest and conquered the monsters that stopped in our way. Ha! We have managed them all just by sticking together. If we stay together, then we'll be okay.
You complete me, and I am complete when we're we.
I have to pee.
If it makes you feel any better, you'll get to see Jesse in detention.
Nah, not why I'm pissed.
Then what? Why are you pissed?
Mr. Tennille, the stick's gone far up his ass.
Is this about the test retake? Whoa! Sorry, soldier. Talk to me.
What's there to talk about? I've been faking my math path, practically cheated into skipping a year. If I don't find a way to pass this test...
You're gonna get to do the college football of your dreams. I can help you.
What are you gonna do? Flirt with Mr. Tennille?
Gross. No. Help you study. Why do you keep making those jokes?
You can help by taking a picture of the test when he hands it back.
Fine. Answer my damn question.
Ever since we were little, I've always been more of a man.
What the hell?
You think with your feelings till I get you back on track. You deal with the danger but come back with guilt on your face.
Is this about Alex?
Are you gonna man up, be less sissy, or am I too late?
I'm not gay.
Then why have you been flinching so much around him? Why have you been having trouble putting people in their place?
I just don't know how I feel about hurting people. Does that make me gay?
This isn't about hurting people. Like Dad says, people like Alex are sick. If we keep letting him run around with lipstick on his face, the other guys won't know any better. How would you feel if Aaron or Toby turned gay, huh? What if one of them tried to...
You! Shut up, Tristan, I get it. Nobody wants any of that to happen.
We have sailed past every torment and flown past every tempest and conquered the monsters that stand in our way. We have managed them all just by sticking together. If we stick together, then we'll be okay.
If you really want to help, keep Fruity in check so the men don't become a bunch of girls. Man up and loot damn book.
If we stick together, then we'll be okay. You complete me, and I am complete when we're What the?
That's mine. Ben, I'm tired. I'll get out of your hair if you'll just give that to me.
Don't touch me.
What did I ever do to you? Just because this school doesn't do anything about you pushing me around doesn't mean you can just...
Since the first time I laid eyes on you, I've seen the world through rose-colored glasses. What's this?
Stop.
Every kiss feels just like the first. Oh, so this is serious.
Give that to me.
So there's another one like you.
Well,
who is it?
I don't have to tell you anything.
This This is exactly what my brother warned me would happen. You're spreading this around like a disease.
Ha! You don't actually believe that.
Yes, I do.
You sound like you're trying to convince yourself.
Shut up. Just shut up.
That's it, I'm done. You crossed the line 100 times, and now my patience is on the floor. I can't accept this anymore. I thought you'd come around, but I have lost my faith, my heart is sore. If you wanna fight, the fight is yours. I know your judgment's blinded fully. You have morals you forgot. I know the bullies always bullied, and I know that hate is taught, but I don't have the time or energy to teach you what is wrong. It's not my job. You've closed your ears and now you're a lost cause.
You can think what you want to think about me. I know I have the support of my friends.
Right, because they're so smart.
They all see what you do is weak. I must protect them all from you. I don't want them to do it too.
That wouldn't be my fault.
Oh yeah? See this? It's sick. You're such a freak. You've turned this boy to be like you. This is what your people do.
My people? Are you dumb?
I trust my judgment. I'm not stupid. I'm not a bully. No, I'm not. I'm trying to fix the things you ruin. Put your agenda to a stop. And it's my duty to my family to show you that you're wrong. That's my job. I see that now you're a lost cause. You are a menace to me and the people I love. I thought we'd outgrow this, but now I am sure that we're not. I'm being defensive to all your offenses. My eyes fill with tears, but I stand here relentless. I don't want to hate you, but I have to hate you because now you're a lost cause.
You deserve that. Hey, I can't decide what color pantsuit to wear to prom. Any suggestions? Have you been crying?
No. Have you seen Alex?
No, but I just saw Ben. So?
It's nothing. We had our first fight. Crap.
Wait!
Pardon the interruption, gladiators. This is your principal speaking. There are a lot of students in the hallways after class has already started. If you are one of those students, you are disrespecting your teachers. But more importantly, you are disrespecting yourself. This is your education, not your teachers or your parents. What do you want to be in 10 years? Who do you want to be right now? Being an artist doesn't pay, Shawnee. Besides, you don't actually know what you want to be yet. You're only 15.
I'm not just saying this all to sound like a radical environmentalist, but we do need to do something about the major corporations that are spewing greenhouse gases. The only reason no one stopped them is government corruption. But if we the people do it together...
Did you remember to hug your tree this morning?
Oh, shush.
Hey, I'm not complaining. It's good that you know what you want to do with your life. You are going to be the world's greatest
hexacologist?
All science looks the same to me. Skip this.
Hey, not to be lonely or anything, but can I skip with you guys?
Of course. You are so pretty, by the way. I love the pink. I'm Shawnee.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm Allison.
My name is Alma, and I think it's really cool that an upperclassman wants to sit with us. Why is that?
Oh, well, it's a long story.
We have time.
Well, all right. I'm here because I have no friends. I guess it's not a very long story.
What? Not even one?
Well, they come and go, but nobody ever seems to stick around for too long. Not even my family.
Sounds like someone needs a vent session.
Thanks. Well, family of four, that was before my brother enlisted, then walked out the door. So, family of three, oh, then the divorce. It takes two to fight, and one fight went to hurt. But it's been a year, and so I'm okay. I'm not the only one whose family is broken. So I stay here for those in pain. People looking for some guidance I provided. I'm just asking for a friend. But no one has stayed yet.
No offense, but maybe you've been talking to the wrong people?
I'm not very good at picking out who's good and who isn't. Made friends with Jess, you know how that ends. I helped her grow bold, she ignores my requests. But there've been some people that I don't regret. But after a while, I don't know what comes next. It's kind of weird to not have a place, just a spot that gets erased that I keep painting. Still I can't tell the mask from my face. And as they keep on leaving, my trust receding, and my heart is breaking. 'Cause no one has stayed yet. 'Cause no one has stayed yet. 'Cause no one has stayed
Well, no more. We'll stay.
You just met me.
And you just told us your deepest, darkest issues, so we're practically sisters already.
Well, I don't know your deepest, darkest issues.
Climate change.
The world would be any different if I didn't exist. Well, not yet. Anyways, I've done nothing of value.
You don't have to do something to make a difference in the world.
And even if you did, you've done plenty.
But I've done nothing for the community. I'm not a scientist or anything. All I do is draw, and I didn't even get into advanced 2D art.
What was the...
Hear me out, hear me out.
Have you ever turned the TV on to see a pro wrestler maiming another and started thinking, wow, that's gonna leave a mark?
I mean, sometimes my abuela likes to watch Lucha Libre for the costume design. Does that count?
Not the point. I have another idea.
I know.
AC!
This is awkward.
Guys! I really want to leave a mark. I really want to leave a mark on the world. And this dumb wall seems like a great place to start. Just imagine the possibilities.
You don't have that kind of responsibility.
Right? That's why I need you to be a part of this. I made all the calculations.
When?
We can have the whole school play a part.
I take it I'm never getting out of
We
this.
stick together, Alma. You're coming too.
Great.
Great.
Let's get this mural started. Please leave a mark. Help us leave a mark. Dip your hand in a bucket start over here. Why's nobody listening to me? I'm begging over here.
Miss Reeves!
Shit. Talking mushroom.
I'm gonna go.
Are you the ones responsible for this grotesque imagery?
What is so grotesque about Coach Miller? Get your mind out of the gutter.
I'll have administration know about this vandalism immediately. Then you, Miss Starr, you take after your sister.
Oh, Coach Miller, this is a misunderstanding. These lovely ladies just got board approval to start a mural here on this wall. I'm sorry you didn't get the memo. I'm sure someone will notify you about it soon.
Well, thank you. Sorry, girls.
I'll get you that approval in no time.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You just saved our butts. Shawnee had the brilliant idea of turning this ugly gray wall into a school mural.
No one is cooperating. They keep joining ball sacks, meaning I have to repaint over ball sacks.
Mind if I joined in to help?
Be our guest.
You need to make it simple. Directions should be clear. Let them put one hand on you and then get them out of here.
It's simple, it's symbolic.
Yes, there's room for the whole school to play a part.
This project has begun.
Let's get this started. Please leave a mark. Help us leave a mark. Dip your hand in a bucket and leave us a handprint. Start over here. Write your name right under. Leave your trace for future years to know.
Approved, ladies.
Leave us a mark. 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 Leave us a
Did you see what Shawnee Reeves did?
Have you heard of Alma Star?
They were helped by Chrissy Woodland.
They helped us leave a mark. They believed in me,
Inspired me,
convinced me that I can do
anything. You know what Mr. Tennille said. I just took my pre-calc test. 70 out of 100, Ben, this is my best. Not a book on me, now look at me. I know that I can do anything.
Yeah, but you cheated.
Shut up, man. I feel good.
Maybe I am enough to make a difference. Maybe I have a place in the world. All my life I've been searching for a purpose. Maybe I can do anything. I can be anything. Anything I want to be. Ooh, yeah. Screw this, I'm starting now. There's no need to goof around. This is my life, this is my path that I can do. Oh, hey, I'm proud of who I am. Maybe I don't have a plan, but this is my life and I can do anything.
Alex, baby, we need to talk. That thing about lockers, I heard it all. I want to help you give it a start. I'd go through it all.
Wait,
He protected me, defended me. I am so proud, I'd say anything.
Maybe I am a legend in the making. Maybe I am history right now. All my life I've been far too busy waiting.
I can do anything.
I can be anything.
Anything I want to be, ooh yeah. Screw this, I'm starting now. There's no need to look around. This is my life, this is my my path that I can do. Oh, hey, I'm proud of who I am. Maybe I don't have a plan, but this is my life and I can do anything.
I hope my parents are proud.
I hope my mother is proud.
I hope my parents are proud. I hope my parents are proud. I hope my parents are proud.
Don't know what I'm gonna be.
I hope my parents are proud.
Proud of who I am, proud of where I'm going.
I hope my parents are
wanna
proud.
be? Do I know what I wanna be?
I hope my parents are proud of who I wanna be.
How many times has someone told you you don't know yet you're not old enough? How many times have you been silenced? Told you are voiceless, you're not old enough.
Dumbass kids with dumbass fantasies grow white hair and then you may speak.
How many times have you felt worthless?
Can't keep waiting till we're old enough.
We have dreams so bright, had them all our lives. We could use them and the world would unite.
I know we're stupid, we can't get involved. We're not old enough, we're not old enough.
We're only crazy teenage wannabes, young and reckless and much too blind to see. We think we know enough to change the world. I mean, we're just wannabes, we're just wannabes.
Why should I wait until I'm older? I could be a killer activist who said that kids can't have opinions. I think we should
Adults out here messing up the world, leaving a planet that we'll have to clean.
I have ideas, I have arguments, but they'll have to wait till I'm old enough.
We have dreams so bright, had them all our lives. We could use them and the world would unite. No, we're stupid, we can't get involved. We're not old enough, we're not old enough. We're only crazy teenage wannabes, young and reckless and much too blind to see. We think we know enough to change the world, and hey, we're just wannabes, we're just wannabes.
We shouldn't have to wait to start a movement.
I think I was wrong.
We shouldn't have to wait to have a voice. Just because we're not out of school yet doesn't mean we cannot help
To make
make
a better choice.
We shouldn't have to wait to start a movement. We shouldn't have to wait to have a voice. Just because we're not out of school yet doesn't mean we cannot help to make a better choice.
Wanna be good, I wanna be kind.
We're only crazy teenage
It feels like this place has no walls, offers no roof to keep us sheltered. Openly walking through the halls, innocence lacking a defender. Her night, hollow-hearted, frozen time, unforgotten names, the ground sing, but it all still sounds so empty. What's a dream? We're losing our memories. We don't want this infamy. Why can't it be that it all still sounds so empty? Empty.
Green Hill High School under pressure after a shooting occurs. Student absences increase significantly a little over 2 weeks after a man named...
I don't want to hear his name.
After the tragic shooting of Green Hill High School, the attacker...
Who gives a...
The NRA has not publicly made commentary on the attack at Green Hill High School. The AR-15 responsible for the attack...
Correct.
The shooter is said to have been a man named...
What about the 5 lives lost?
This is not fair.
We send our thoughts and prayers to the students and families of Green Hill High School.
A little thinking and praying won't do.
All of us are crawling with the blood prints in our heads. Scatterbrained his splatter bathed us all in shades of red. We split our ways out on that great day, there was nowhere left to run. And we run their way for a place to stay, but they're siding with the gun.
Who's an ally, who's a villain, we can never tell. Politicians rarely listen when we scream for help. Now the media's changed all the meaning raised from the massacre we've seen. They will say his name, say the brains to blame when it's the AR-15.
Media says his name, looking for who to blame, but it's what's to blame, what's to blame, what's to blame. Media says his name, looking for who to blame, but the gun's to blame, the gun's to blame.
A little thinking and praying won't do.
The Second Amendment is being defended, but everything has layers. When the redcoats came to the rightful game, then the people were our saviors. There's no powder now, go through several rounds of machine over behavior.
We want our friends, we want our lives,
so screw your thoughts and prayers.
Why do cameras close when we speak out with our demands? I saw one guy hold another's guts in with his hands. They forget our pain just to entertain to the ones that haven't seen. What we've been through here will just disappear. Tell their kids how much they mean.
Parents send their kids to school so they can grow and learn. But who's to say they won't walk right and never to return?
Well, it's at the head table on her leg and having to stay calm.
Underneath the desk, phone against her chest, saying, "Hey, I love you, Mom."
Media says his name, looking for who to blame, but it's what's to blame, what's to blame, what's to blame. Media says his name, looking for who to blame, but the gun's to blame, the gun's to blame. A little thinking and praying won't do. The Second Amendment is being defended, but everything has layers. When the redcoats came to the rightful game, the people were our saviors. There's no powder now, there's several rounds of machine over behavior. We want our friends, we want our lives, so screw your thoughts and prayers.
Students at Green Hill High School returned to class just 2 weeks after a man named...
Shut it down!
We asked a student from a neighboring school what he knows about the shooting. When asked about the attacker, he said,
Stop saying his name!
Discussed really an issue about mental health. Some crazy guy guy with bad
That's not the point.
He doesn't deserve a thing.
This is truly a tragic story. All of our thoughts and prayers are for the students and families at Green Hill High School.
Where does violence come from? From a lack of love or the presence of hate? Are we born with it inside of us? Is it a tradition that gets passed down? Or do we acquire it when we have nothing else to turn to? I wanted answers.
I know you have suffered a loss. Life came, it came and it came at a cost. I harnessed your anger, your tears, the loss of the 18 years, the feelings of walking alone. Call my arms home. 'Cause no push, no shove, no injury could be greater than this. Through the hurt, through the fear, there's someone that's gravely missed. But there's this empathy through the anguish. Even after all that you've done, I'll put you back when you break apart. I'll help you up when you fall, when you crumble in front of me.
I am so sorry.
Not right now.
I feel the hole in my heart.
I know how it feels.
It aches. My whole life has been torn apart. It's as if I was the one put in front of the gun. The bullets had ripped through me instead. I can't be alone.
Call my arms home.
'Cause
no
push, no
shove,
no
amount of
other
words
action
could be bigger than this.
Through the hurt, through the fear, you hug the monster.
You know you're not.
I feel like a monster, but there's this empathy through the anguish. Even after all that I've done, I'll put you back, though I broke you apart. I'll help you up when you fall, when you crumble because of me.
Thank you for talking.
When my defenses are down,
I've been thinking.
Well, no one's around. Can
something good come out of this? Something to do in His name. So nobody goes through the same. So nobody goes through this pain all alone. 'Cause no push, no shove, no amount of words could be bigger than this. The hurt, through the fear, there's someone that's greatly missed. There's this empathy through the anguish. Even after all that's been done, I'll put you back when you break apart. I'll help you up when you fall. You crumble in front of me. So, what now?
Attention students. Due to Green Hill's current sensitivity and the excessive media attention from outside, the entrances to the building are to be under lockdown until the end of the school year.
Students, please take your seats. I don't intend to host class today.
I understand that it's very difficult for any of us to be here in focus. However, the district made it mandatory to show you this presentation on how to protect yourself in case an armed intruder gets into the building.
Okay, keep the guns. Make the schools take the precautions. That makes sense.
Mr. Gallagher.
You know, it's really insensitive you would even consider showing us this bull.
Mr. Gallagher!
Literally 2 weeks after we got shot up. My brother is dead. Your star student also dead.
Ben, I suggest you shut up.
And Mac over there. She just lost her sister and her best friend. Did you also notice Kenneth is missing from class today? What? What? Okay, you're staring at me, fine. I'll cry in front of everyone. What's done is done. Just step away and let me die. Don't ask me why I tried to come. My brother's gone. What's the point of living if we have a chance to die? What's the point of learning if we're locked inside this prison, this deathbed, and nothing changes outside? Break out, break out. I won't accept this lockdown. Break out, break out. I won't accept this lockdown. I'm freaking out, freaking out. So let me have this mental breakdown. Break out, break out.
Everyone is on your side. We don't know how to cope with this. The joke is this protocol is laced with lies. The lonely keep promoting it. No matter how wrong it is.
The procedure's made to buy us time before we die. Our only chance of living is the vote outside this prison, this deathbed. But nothing's changing their minds. Hey, why does the victim get the fine? That only helps the criminal. It's criminal.
Yeah.
Why do the victims get the fine? It's helping out the criminal. Gives power to the criminals.
What's the point of living if we have a chance to
Die.
What's the point of learning?
Locked inside this prison, this deathbed, and nothing's changing outside.
Break out, break out.
We won't accept this lockdown.
Break out, break out.
We don't accept this lockdown. We're freaking out, freaking out.
So let us have a mental breakdown.
Break out, break out.
Class dismissed. Everyone, go to lunch.
You're an asshole. I know you don't want to be alone right now.
I wasn't the only one that wanted answers. I wasn't the only one that lost flesh and blood in a shooting. In fact, we lose someone to a bullet every 15 minutes. If knowing that doesn't make you lose your appetite, well...
Jace, eat. You like to eat?
Funny, I haven't enjoyed it much recently.
Jace.
Eating away my feelings is not going to change the fact that Chrissy's dead, Phil.
Hey! You need to take care of yourself.
Funny, out of character for you to say something so caring.
Jace!
No, she's right. I owe you an apology. I owe your sister an apology. I owe a whole lot of people an apology. In fact, everyone. Not to be dramatic, but I've been a dick. I've known that for a while. I've been blindly following my brother around my whole life, trying to impress him, doing what he thought was best, being the best brother I could be. And by doing that, I was hurting a lot of people. These past 2 weeks, I've been thinking for myself, and I feel guilty that I placed my family's beliefs before my own. So, I apologize for my actions, and I will work to turn myself around. Unfortunately, I can't apologize for Tristan. He wouldn't have been sorry at all. Even though it hurts to think that my favorite person in the world held so much prejudice and defended it, I still love him. And every moment when he's gone, I regret not saying it to his face. Every second suffocates me more. If I had him standing here in front of me, I'd say the things I couldn't say before. but he's been torn away.
Now at home the laughter isn't there, making silence more than I can bear to live through. This hole I cannot fill, I can't repair, 'cause she's been torn away.
Part of mine on the floor, I somehow made it out the door. Bullets said I would stay just as long as she is torn away.
Each class empty spaces, empty stairs there. Pleading spirit in her chair. Bright red flames now smoke into the air. She's been torn away.
Blood of mine on the floor, I somehow made it out the door. Bullets said I would stay just as long as she is torn away. I don't know what I said when they told me you were dead. I just push through every day. I miss you, please don't go away. I wish you could stay. You've been torn away.
Oh my goodbye.
You have until the end of the week to finish those packets. You should be able to finish if you use your class time wisely, but no pressure. The unit test is cancelled. I have to go print some papers for the next period. Mr. Lowe, would you open that door for me when I return?
Can I say something that scares me?
I think we've had enough fear for a lifetime.
Hey, the girl's been helpful. What is it?
I've shot a gun before. My dad has a license. Whether he brought us to the shooting range or he took my brother hunting, he would always bring up these gun safety rules. He said that everyone who owns a gun is supposed to know them. Finger off the trigger till you're ready to fire. Look at what you're shooting, what the things right behind are. There's no such thing as an unloaded gun. Never aim at anything and never aim at anyone you're not completely willing to destroy. Do you think the guy that came in here knew those rules?
Your finger off the trigger till you're ready to shoot. When carrying a weapon, that is nothing to dispute. If the flex of a muscle gets to say who lives or dies, I'd hope that somebody would think twice.
right.
Eyes on the target, what's behind at any time? Cause the gun doesn't discriminate, it takes whatever life. If there's people out there willing to shoot right in at a crowd, why sell something that shoots a couple rounds? How?
There's no such thing as an unloaded weapon. You can think it's empty, but there's actually a lead in a semi-automatic, and he brought his magazine.
Do you think he really knew what these rules mean?
Finger off the trigger till you're ready to fire. Look at what you're shooting, what the things right behind the bar. There's no such thing as an unloaded gun. Never aim at anything and never aim at anyone. You're not completely willing to destroy.
Down a barrel and to open up a locker and to find two screaming girls and to summon up a weapon to erase them from the world. There are evil people that is never gonna change. Some are there to harm us, some are there to cause us pain. You can't control the people, there's one thing that remains. Restrict them from the weapon. Its only purpose is to
Class dismissed. Remember, lunch is after school today.
Do you ever feel like we should be doing something?
We shouldn't have to.
How many people have to die before someone does? Your sister loved you. And Kenneth,
He knew that you loved him back.
Both of you, I need your help with something. Allison, come with us to the library. Where does violence come from? From a lack of love or the presence of hate? Are we born with it inside us, or do we acquire it when we have nothing else to turn to? Whatever the circumstance in which violence appears, there's one thing that holds true. If you can't stop it, take measures to prevent its effects. But how? The more time passes, the angrier I get. I don't think rage is a sign of grief, but more so a sign of helplessness.
You called us in here for a therapy session?
He called us in here because he has an idea. What is it?
I don't know yet. I just know we must do something. That something starts today. It seems lawmakers let us down, so we must do this our way. We all know someone that's dead. Let's raise their voices from the grave, because right now, we're the only ones with regulations.
I'll say.
have you gone out of your mind? I mean, quite frankly, it's too late. Prince were not the first to die. It's an action sealed ours.
Despite as much too high cost, we're risking lives on this debate.
Hey, remember, not all hope is lost. There's much more love than there is hate. The people will restrict the guns if curbing guns means saving children. The manufacturers are the ones that pay the ones who make the decisions.
The acts, the laws, the action, revisions, what passes, what's taken out to the people. The media feeds, they react, but they're so far away from the facts.
So let's give them the facts. It's not a gun you run around lawless. They have many rules to follow. It's just that most of them are useless. A tough pill for us to swallow. You can change the grip, barrel size, the gun can get reclassified, but there are loopholes in ways someone can carry, wield, or buy. Besides, Every criminal has a first offense. Any criminals pass their background check. Any criminal with a couple can put a couple bullets through your chest. Some people have a darker past, so they see how much damage they can cause. If we want to protect ourselves and everyone, we have to change the laws.
Laws are for the people, but they should be for the makers. Manufacturers are the ones that pay.
The ones that pay to make the decisions, the acts, the laws, the action, revisions, what passes, what's taken out to the people. The media feeds, they react, but they're so far away from the facts. They're so far away from the facts. What happened didn't have to happen. How dare they rather defend their guns? I watched the love of my life bleed to death in my arms. Shouldn't that be enough?
Alex! I don't blame him.
I'll go get him.
It won't be easy. Whatever we come up with, it's going to take a toll on all of us. But rest assured, we'll do it.
Thanks for being so willing to help.
Yeah, of course. And hey, if you ever need anything, like a hug or someone to talk to or whatever.
Sure.
Something to keep your mind off the matter.
More books. The moment I lose the book, another winds into my hands. Words. That's all these are. These pages are all a mumbo jumbo of letters, commas, and stuff. Revolution, recurring themes. Words. They're saying things. These pages are full of horrific stories of battles and times that were rough. Wealthy monarchs wrested money. Bigger bears steal workers' honey. Frightening thunder covers sunny, but the sun does shine again. Books no despots never listen. Even then the crowds had risen. Armor clanging, weapons glistening, but the guns more harmful than the sword. That's one dead. There's 16. Come on, pages, tell me more. Brandish me with history. Her story. Our story is in these pasts. It repeats. People bleed. So why the hell do we relapse? Why the hell do we relapse? What happened in Montgomery? Words beg me to read. They're screaming my purpose, knighting me into a place in which I must serve. Words tell me to lead. The past has its figures, they all carry fights and a fight these causes deserve. Politicians swayed by money, unbothered by anybody. What about the people dying? What about us? Books have warned us of this bullshit. We are young, but we're not stupid. Stop the violence, or I'll lose it. But the gun's more deadly than my rage. Just spin younger than me. So I protest despite my age. I am echoed by history. Our story is in this place. If I knew it won't repeat, I will not give it its chance. We will not give it its chance. I might get a lot of pink slips for what I'm planning on doing.
I don't believe in heaven or an afterlife or anything. But I need something to hold on to. Is there a reason why I always seem to wonder? They're more than just a shape in the sky. Is there a reason why I always seem to think of them as more than just some pictures passing by? Every time I think of you just holding me, and you're holding on so tight, just right. But I'm here, and you're there, looking beautiful as ever, still in your colored sweater, like how you left. Like how you were before you left. Funny how even now I can hear the words you sing to me. I can see your fingerprint on the horizon. And you're shaping the clouds. Tell me what they mean. Why do they float away? Is there I'm here, and you're there, looking beautiful as ever, still in your colored sweater, like how you left, like how you were before you left. Funny how even now I can hear the words you sing to me. I can see your fingerprint on the horizon. You're shaping the clouds. Tell me, why am I still here? How could you fly away? I never got to say I want you. We never got to share more than a kiss. Look at what you missed. Look at what you missed. I never got to say I love you. We never got to share the words how we would have if you hadn't gone, if you weren't gone. But I'm here, and you're there, looking beautiful as ever, still in your colored sweater, like how you left. But we must work with what is left. I won't let you down. I'll repeat the words you sing to me. Your memory will have its place on the horizon. Just keep shaping the clouds.
There he is.
I'm okay. I will be. It's incredibly difficult without him, and I wouldn't wish this on anyone.
We'll take my car. Come on.
We have the same schedule as yesterday, class. I'll be at my desk.
Did you see the email Ben sent out to everyone?
No one checks their email.
I saw it this morning. Do you think he's serious?
Attention, please. Listen, we're the generation of right now. Put your fists up, we're gonna fight now. I guarantee that if we don't stand for anything right now, we will never get what we want now. Yeah, we're young, but we'll speak the future. We are the future. We'll march as one, for we'll speak the future. We speak the future. Come on! Just take my hand, We're going out there and we're taking a stand. Call out the system and make a new plan. So come along. Maybe we're little, but maybe we're strong. In with the right and out with the wrong. Yeah, we gotta fight cause we're young. We can make a difference, come on. Scream until our battles are won. Create our own anthem, whoa. Things are gonna change. So move along cause we're taking the stage. This is our moment, yeah, this is our age.
Then this isn't gonna bring him back from the dead.
I don't think that's his goal.
We can have the whole nation looking at us. Imagine the headlines. Green Hill High School students mobilized to have their voices heard after mass shooting. If we can get some other schools to join, then...
I'm sorry, but by my contract, I can't let you leave this classroom.
Who says you have to let us? Forget your class. Cause if we don't speak our minds about violence, other students won't go to class again.
We lost our friends. Now let's chant for change with their names in our mouths. The ones that could win next somehow.
Yeah, we're young, but we'll be the future. We are the future. We'll march as one, for we'll speak the future. We speak the future. Alex!
Hey! Let's join our hands. We're going out there and we're taking a stand. Call up the system and make a new plan. So come along. Maybe we're little, but maybe we're strong. In with the right and out with the wrong. Yeah, we gotta fight cause we're young. We can make a difference, come on. Screaming till the battles are won.
Singing your anthem, whoa.
Things are gonna change. So move along cause we're taking the stage. This is our moment, yeah, this is our age. I told Ken's mom about what we're doing. She has a friend who's a reporter. She should be here any minute now.
I have friends in Rivera High School that are organizing a walkout on their end.
The website's going viral. We're climbing in views.
5 of our students died because of the growing threat of gun violence in this country. The government's inaction upon this subject will not go unchallenged.
The lack of restrictions against semi-automatic weapons lost us the lives of friends, family, and loved ones. Say their names.
Tristan Gallagher, Shawnee Reeves, Alma Starr, Kenneth Raymond, Chrissy Woodland. Tristan Gallagher, Shawnee Reeves, Alma Starr, Kenneth Raymond, Chrissy Woodland.
Louder, till the whole country hears us.
Let's join our hands. We're going out there and we're taking a stand. Call up the system and make a new plan. So come along. Maybe we're little, maybe we're strong. In with the right and out with the wrong. Yeah, we gotta fight cause we're young. We can make a difference, come on. Scream till our battles are won. Let us see stand the wall. Things will make this change. So move along, we're taking the stage. This is our moment, this is our age.
Breaking. The students of Green Hill High School were walked out of school today to protest the lawmakers' silence after a tragic shooting. They're all over social media.
These kids should be in class. Now these kids have had enough.
Young people think protests are the solution to everything.
We certainly got your attention, and everyone else's.
I mean, protests are dangerous. I wouldn't know my kid is at school when he says he is.
Yeah? Well, your kid could get shot at school.
Someone's kid did get shot at school.
They are urging you.
Someone got shot at school.
Listen to their cries for help.
You may be wondering why we brought you this storyline. A series of wordings so tragically woven, fit in a book.
You started off intrigued to know about the things I've seen and why it's important to listen to stories. Just take a look at mine. Take a look at mine and the stories of the ones that were cut too short. The ones that really could have been. The ones that deserved much more than the pages that were ripped. No cut. They were cut too short.
We live our lives in fear of a repetition, fear of a chance a monster will burn bookshelves.
But we will come back here to pick up the missing pages, finding the scribbles the author has left as a final clue.
The endings of their books, the ones with the ugly spines, read so much prettier under. The ones that were destined to deliver a message that ended up lost, not lost. Just cut too short.
Don't lose energy, guys. Remember who we're doing this for. And tomorrow, we'll do it again.
Do you realize the scale of this controversy you're amassing? If this backfires, you might not get hired. You might get harassed on the street.
I know.
This could be history, good or bad.
I know.
Ben, thousands of students want to march with us tomorrow. Can we deal with that kind of pressure?
There's someone that I know that's proven to me that there are sacrifices to be made to stand up for yourself and what you believe in.
If we're going to make a difference, we're going to want to be loud. We're going to want to be relentless. We're going to want to be on the steps of City Hall until something is done.
And something will be done. We aren't just wounded soldiers on a battlefield anymore. We are the strength in times of peril. We are the flashlights in the dark. We are the beginning of times where people won't look down at us because we have less years on this earth. They will look up at us because we have marched with those years on our shoulders, with our feet on fire, and changed the world while doing it.
We have our voices, we won't be outnumbered. Brilliant forces with a blaze so bright it burns. We walk the line of fire, we are far from weak. We are.
Within a year, we had started a movement out of not just Green Hill, but thousands of students across the country. Students who wanted justice, people who want to be safe.
We are wannabes, we are wannabes.
People who want to stop the violence. People.
We are your crazy teenage wannabes, young and inspired, and we want you all to see. We have the will and might to change the world today. We are wannabes, we are wannabes. We are wannabes, we are wannabes.